The Glee Club at PS 26 has made it big. After rehearsing in their conductor's living room every week for 7 years, these 25 children will open on Broadway tonight in Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. In this first of 2 parts, Gary Axelbank followed the PS 26 children as they went from the Bronx to Broadway.
It's a home like thousands of other homes in the Bronx. But inside this one, between Burnside and Tremont Avenues in the Bronx, something very special is going on. What you're watching is a rehearsal of the PS 26 Glee Club. Without facilities in school nor the funds to rent a rehearsal hall, school family worker Glenda Eiffel has rehearsed these 25 children each week in her Mars Heights living room for the past 7 years.
I try to get them like a family, and I feel the only way to keep that family thing going is to have them right here at home, and the parents know they're here, that they're safe, and I don't think I want to go anyplace else to rehearse. I don't know. So we don't have much room, but we get just closer, right?
If you're enjoying watching and listening to these children sing, you're not alone. After passing a series of auditions, incredibly, the Glee Club from PS 26 in the Bronx and from Glenda Eiffel's living room was selected to perform in Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, which opens tonight on Broadway.
It gives me the greatest of pleasure to watch their faces when they have done something really well. And the adults, the parents said, "Oh, is that my daughter? I can't believe that my daughter could perform that well."
I've always wanted to be on stage, you know, because when you're on stage and you're gonna sing, you express your feelings in a song, and that's my dream.
While the experience of rehearsing for a Broadway show has been a dream come true for most of these kids, it has not been without disappointment. Because School District 10 would not release Ms. Eiffel from her daily school duties, for the 2 weeks of rehearsal, the PS 26 Glee Club had to get on the bus each day to go downtown to rehearse for their Broadway show without their leader, mentor, and inspiration.
I love Miss Eiffel as my mother, so it was like, it's a big step for me not to be with my mother all the way. So, you know, I really missed her a lot.
But this is a story with a happy ending. The children learned that being on Broadway was more about them and their ability than the administrative squabbling of the school district, and they persevered. And now, tonight, at the Minskoff Theater, these children from the South Bronx will make their debut. It's opening night on Broadway.
I wish somebody who is looking at this would think a little more highly of the kids from the Bronx, especially from PS 26. We have been dumped on for years and years and years. It's about time it stops. Glory, glory, hallelujah, His truth is marching on.
Gary Axelbank reporting for BXNY.
Last night on BXNY, Gary Axelbank told us about the PS 26 Glee Club rehearsing in a South Bronx living room. Tonight, Gary concludes his 2-part report about the public school group that went from the Bronx to Broadway.
It's a fantasy story. The PS 26 Glee Club spent years of weekly rehearsals in this modest Bronx living room. Their leader, school family worker Glenda Eiffel, entered them in an audition for a Broadway play on a hunch. A few months later, for these 25 Bronx school children, it's opening night at the Minskoff Theater. Opening night on Broadway is always magical. For the PS 26 Glee Club, tonight's opening of Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat is a dream come true.
This is the great thing that ever happened in my life, you know? And this is the opportunity that nobody else can have. And it's really fun to be in this, working with famous people.
It feels real good. Like when they stand up and cheer for you, it makes you feel real proud that you're on that stage.
You could go and tell your friends, I'm in Broadway now. So all my life I wanted to be a singer.
And it's just something new that you could do to get your mind off of everything else.
Andrew Lloyd Webber's production of Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, which opened last night, is a lavish musical with all the Technicolor trimmings. This revamped version of the biblical story of Joseph and the Coat of Many Colors stars television soap star Michael Damian. In the show, Joseph succeeds because of his everlasting faith in himself. Well, it's the same story for the PS26 Glee Club, who will be performing in Joseph 4 times a week through the holiday season.
Most of the time it's only adults, and over here, you kids can relate to it, and it's also a good opportunity for the kids.
They got to participate about as much as the grown-ups.
Putting all the kids together is one of the best shows in Broadway.
Joseph promoters are expecting to do big business, but for the PS26 Glee Club, business takes second stage to their incredible achievement.
People, they tell you, oh, you can't do it because where you're from and your background. And now it's like we've proven to them that they're wrong and we could do it if we try, and we did do it.
From the Great White Way, I'm Gary Axelbank for BXNY.